There's so much to learn when it comes to the human mind. This is such a fascinating subject of conversation because most people have no idea of what's going on below the surface. It's like we have this unbelievably powerful supercomputer that's running our reality, and we don't have a clue as to how to operate it.
The most complicated machine we know about. 3 pounds, but more connections in the brain than there are stars in the galaxy.
Yeah, when I did this infinite monkey cage with Brian Cox recently, and they were talking about how much more complex a frog is than the universe.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You can't.
Theoretically, the human brain can store more bits of information than there are atoms in the universe. Now, we don't store all that information, but we're never going to run out of storage space. This is a bit of a cheat, but the rubric for that is you take the number of neurons you have, let's say 100 billion. We have more, but 100 billion. And you think about the connections they can make with other neurons. So 100 billion neurons tied to 100 billion neurons. And let's ignore recurrent connections. And let's ignore connections from one neuron to multiple, which does absolutely happen. It's actually the rule versus the exception. And let's ignore the fact that glial cells, which are also brain cells, are also computational. Let's just take the neurons and just take the neurons connected to all the neurons. So number of neurons raised to the power of the number of neurons. So 100 billion raised to the power of 100 billion. That number is larger than the estimate of atoms in the universe.
Jesus Christ.
So you can store more bits of information than there are bits of information.
That's insane.